So guys, it has now been 2 days since the release of VV Ultimatum, and a lot of YouTube videos have been coming out, a lot of information and a lot of guides about the game to help all you new players so you guys can get on your way and get whatever you want in the game, right? So today I'm here to help you guys learn how to get ability rerolls without spending any Robux, without having to wait for codes. So I'm gonna go through all the ways to get to obtain an ability reroll, right? So obviously you have the first one, you can just buy with Robux right here in the shop, whatever, right? That's cost money, and if y'all don't have money, you're not trying to spend money on the game, you need some other way to reroll your ability. The second way is codes. Codes are nice, but you're not always gonna have them, and you don't want to have to wait till a code every time. If y'all are trying to grind, get an ability, whatever, right? You can always wait for a code. So the third way is actually getting a Hogyoku. Now, that's not like it's not impossible, but it is gonna take a long time. It is gonna be difficult, and it's just not a good method to get ability rerolls. But the fourth way to get ability rerolls that I haven't seen anyone talking about is actually obtaining your ability. So whenever you obtain your ability, and I will put the clip up here on screen of me beating my res boss and getting my ability or whatever, anytime you get your ability, up here in the top right corner you will see +3 ability tokens, right? Like whenever you get an item in the game, it'll put it right here. Like if you kill an NPC and it gives you an item, it'll put it right here. So every time you obtain your ability, no matter what it is, if it's a Shikai, if it's a res, if it's a Letz, or it's actually Shrift, you would obtain your Shrift. But anytime you obtain your ability, you will get 3 free rerolls. Now the reason I'm telling you guys this is because I don't know if you guys noticed, but you do get 2 free slots. Everyone on VV Ultimatum has 2 slots. So that means you can have your main character, right? You can have your main slot, whatever that you use, and if you don't have a good ability that you like on it, but you can use your second slot for, is res farming or ability farming or whatever, right? And I'm actually gonna go on my other slot to show you guys this. So I'm gonna cut to when I get to my other slot, because I'm gonna show you an item that you're gonna need for this attainment. Alright guys, I'm here on my first slot on my Quincy, and this is the item that is going to help you farm these ability rerolls. These are prayer beads. They like your character, so you'll be able to farm getting your res and get ability tokens. Now the prayer beads aren't necessarily super hard to get, but they aren't exactly common either. Prayer beads you can just get from any chest normally. I don't know of any quests that give you prayer beads or anything like that, but you'll just find them in chests. They're not super rare. You'll get them every now and then. You're literally just gonna find them in chests every now and then. You can get those chests from raids. You can get those chests from bosses. You can get those chests from what other way? Oh yeah, invasions, missions, all that good stuff, right? You'll just randomly sometimes get prayer beads. I've had multiple of these. Basically, the method is you're just going to, and you want to do a hollow too. You want to, every time you do this, you want to do a raw cart, because from my experience, I've had friends that have every mode, and when I compared the times that it took for everyone to get their modes, it's very clear that a raw cart is the easiest for consistently getting your mode. And the reason why, I'm going to tell you, is because for Shikai, the boss is considered the hardest obtainment boss, right? So if you compare it to res, the boss is way harder than the res boss, right? The res boss is still a little hard for some people, but really it's just hollows. They have a very basic attack pattern that you're going to be able to exploit to beat the boss easily once you just get the attacks down, right? It's super easy. It's not nearly as hard as the Shikai boss, and it's less time consuming to get to the boss overall, because for res, all you have to do is reach level 35. Once you reach level 35, you're going to go and farm XP to meditate, right? And by XP, I don't mean this XP for levels. You're going to farm I think it's called your blade XP or whatever. Basically, you're going to use your power control, put your power control down to 25%. That way you do the least damage possible, and you're going to go farm the easiest NPC you know for M1s, because every M1 is 1 XP that is going to get you to your next meditation point. And you're just going to continue to farm literally M1s. You're just going to fight your easiest, like the easiest hollow you know. For me, I do the bears in the Arctic Plains because they have the most HP with the easiest attack pattern. And you're just going to farm M1s until you get the dialogue. It should take you 5 minutes at most in between meditation, 5 to 10 minutes in between each meditation to get your XP points back, because it's not that much. You're literally just hitting an NPC over and over again for a minute or two, right? Once you do that, you'll be able to meditate again. You're gonna do that a couple times, then you're gonna get your res boss, and then your res boss is super easy. All you're doing is fighting your hollow stages, so your fishbone, your menos, and then your huges. Super easy once you learn them. For the first one, for the fishbone, you're just gonna M1 trade it, parry, M1, parry, M1, parry, M1 over and over and over again until it's dead. And you want to make sure that you're keeping pressure with your M1s, because if you don't keep pressure and you parry, and then you don't or if you M1 too much or you don't M1 enough, it might do the yellow attack, which in my experience is kind of hard to dodge, guys, because the dodge frames are kind of unclear. So yeah, you're just going to want to keep pressure and M1 trade with the fishbone over and over again until he's dead. For the menos, all you need to do is learn the timing on the stomps. To do that, there is actually a way to learn how to fight the menos without being in the res fight, because when you're doing it in the res fight, it might be a little frustrating, since you have to go through, you have to meditate, fight the fishbone, and then go all the way to the menos. Basically, if you go to your respective mission counter for your race and you ask for the low class mission rendezvous, you are going to have a menos in the mission every single time. After you grab the code, a menos is going to spawn and you're going to be able to fight that menos. All you want to do is just learn the timing for the kicks. For the Cero, some people like to block it, some people like to attempt to parry it. I do know if you successful parry it, even in my case, I perfect parried the Cero on the menos when I was in my res fight, and I instantly got all of its posture. I instantly posture broke it from parrying the Cero. It had 0 posture, I parried the Cero perfectly, and then it posture broke. So it is very rewarding to be able to parry the Cero, but in some people's case, they just like to block it so they don't risk taking any damage. Menos, super easy once you learn that, and the Juchus is literally the same exact hollow as the first one, except now he has a Cero. So you just want to keep pressure on him, don't let him get the Cero off. If you hit him before he can get to the hyper armor bit, there is a hyper armor part, but if you can hit him before he gets to the hyper armor bit of the Cero, you will be able to cancel it. So you just keep pressure on him, keep M1 trading the same as you did the first time, and it's going to be a walk in the park. That's how you're going to farm these ability rerolls. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you have different methods of getting ability rerolls. And yeah, I'm going to see you guys in the next video.